Hi, beautiful people. So the verdict is in. We've been long awaiting this day. Jen Shah sentencing. As you guys know, the sentencing date was pushed back twice. So finally, on January 6th, Jen Shah was sentenced. She had to report to Southern District of New York court system at 10 a.m. We saw her coming in. She came in a little bit early. It is reported that her husband, Coach Shah, and her two sons were there along with other family members. So the whole family came out to, not to, I guess to support, you would say. So we saw her walking in with two bodyguards, and it was raining, so we didn't have too many people out. But from the way I followed it, I got the play-by-play. I have to give special shout out and thank you to Inner City Press on Twitter. He was in there giving us play-by-play. He was actually typing what she was saying to the judge and stuff like that. So it was supposed to start at 10 o'clock, and it didn't start till about half an hour later. So everybody was waiting, what's going on, what's happening. So Jen was sentenced to 78 months in prison, federal prison, and that works out to 6.5 years. And then when she does get out, it's 5 years probation after that. Also, after the judge, handed down the sentence, Jen's attorneys asked that she be housed in a special facility in Texas. And it's considered, there's more than one federal facility. And I think the closest one to her home is Texas. But this one also has what is called the RHDAP program, which is the Residential Drug Abuse Program. And it said that after doing a little bit of research, it says that if she goes into that jail and she completes the program while in jail, she could get time taken off her sentence. So she might do less than, if she gets into that facility, she might do less than the 6.5 years. And it's also considered what they call minimum security. I see someone posted it on Facebook. They gave like an aerial shot of the place. It seemed like it's situated in a residential area. I don't see any fences or anything, but they're saying it's like a dorm situation. And it's considered it's considered minimum security. It's also said that this is the prison that Elizabeth Holmes is going to. If you remember who Elizabeth Holmes is, she's the one who claimed that she came up with the drug to cure certain things. And I just found out she was lying all along. She got a ton of investors to invest in her business. She was lying all along. She has not been brought into prison yet because I believe she did get pregnant soon after she pleaded out, not soon after she was sentenced or somewhere around that time. So she's expected to report to jail next year, 2024, I believe. But with Jen now, Jen only gets a little bit over a month. She has to report to whatever facility the Bureau of Prisons put her in, because the judge says that she's not going to ask for that specific prison, but she will ask for something in Texas, somewhere in Texas. So Jen has to report to prison on February 17th of 2023. So that is in a little bit over a month from now. It was also said, we saw her walking out of the courtroom with Coach Shah and other people, and the press flanking around to get a statement from her and also pictures of her. It is said that there are a ton of sealed documents that went along with Jen's case, and they're working on it. The press is working on getting it unsealed so that they could see exactly what was what was so important that it needed to be sealed. I know that there was a ton of victim impact statements, some of which I spoke about on my channel. I made a video regarding that. And also, of course, the press is going to be following this because it's a high profile case. They're saying that that same night on Friday after Jen was sentenced, she went out and had a lavish dinner party with 20 people. I'm like, come on. She's in New York. People got to eat. You know, she brought her family with her. Maybe all 20 of those were her family, because she said that she is the eldest of 6. And she had, you know, siblings and spouses around her, nieces and nephews, whatever. So them trying to make it seem, you know, like she was being extravagant about it, that I don't agree with. I mean, come on. Yes, we know she did wrong. Yes, she's going to do her time. Yes, she screwed over a lot of elderly people. But she got to go out to eat. It was said that she had 2 security guards standing by the table, making sure that nobody came over to take pictures or to even talk to her about it. But she just needed a little bit of privacy. She is out in New York. Like I said, people have to eat, so they all went out to dinner. I'm assuming by now she's back home in Salt Lake City. But Jen now has to report to federal prison on February 17, 2023 to start serving her sentence of 6.5 years in federal prison. She is also ordered to pay back, I believe she did pay back $6.5 million in restitution. She still has to pay back $9.5 million. According to Inner City Press, while he was in the courtroom tweeting, the judge asked Jen, how do you plan on paying back these people that you've wronged? She said her manager was in the courtroom and that they are working on things now to actually get it done. The judge said to her, you don't think that you're going to be using this situation or this court proceedings as a way to make money, because we will put a stop to it. Of course, I'm talking in layman's terms, but she's like, we will put a stop to it. She gave Jen a chance to talk. She asked Jen if she wanted to say anything to anybody, and Jen apologized to her victims. She apologized to her son, Omar. She said, Omar, I'm sorry that, you were woken up at gunpoint. Jen tries to put forward the fact that she has been doing a lot of charity work in the last few years, or been doing charity work for a long time. The judge did take account of that. She said, yes, I noticed you're doing charity work with some organization. And she also said and she's also doing charity work with the LGBT community. And in Twitter, the comments went wild, because some people were in the Twitter, along with Inner City Press as he's doing. They were like, don't get us involved in this. Why are you dragging us into this? We don't have nothing to do with it. And then one of them was like, how do we pick up the stray? I'm like, oh my God, they are not easy on her. They were going in on Twitter. So I'm like, it's still there. I'm going to link the Inner City Press website, Twitter page down below, so you can go in and read for yourself everything that was being said. But it was interesting what was going on that page as he was in there reporting on it. So yes, Jen got 78 months in prison, and they're saying possibly minus a little for good behavior time, or whatever it's called. But yeah, she has to start serving her sentence. So we should see where the show goes from here. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm sure she's going to be part of the ladies' conversations for next season. I believe the reunion for this season was filmed already, so no, they won't have any comments. But the show season, the next season 4, I believe, it should be pretty interesting. So that's it, guys. I thank you for watching this video. If you're listening to this on my podcast, make sure that you download the podcast and share it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, make sure that you take care of yourselves and your families. Bye-bye.